Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Backshot Boxing. Nah, man, Dillian White, man, talks about how his next fight will be in the top 10 of the heavyweight division, which is a really big deal, man. Dillian White has fought in a lot of top opponents, including Lucas Brown and Joseph Parker, his highlight wins of his career, and stopping Lucas Brown in devastating fashion via left hook and going, tooth and nail with Joseph Parker, ultimately getting a UD in the UK. Now, that being said, Dillian White could easily fight in America because I think he basically tapped out the UK market. Him coming to America would be a really big deal, and I think he should, man. The biggest place usually UK fighters go to when they come to America is Madison Square Garden, like Anthony Joshua is doing. So that being said, and Amir Khan. That being said, the biggest fight, in my opinion, that could be made for Dillian White, besides Luis Ortiz, is Adam Kownacki. I think that'd be a really good fight for Dillian White, and I think that's a fight he's probably trying to get. Now, I have a link in the description for this site. I might have a screenshot up here, but this is this is WBC's ranking, and Dillian White is number one. He's number one in the rankings, man. He's right. He's the number one ranking for Deontay Wilder. And then number two is Tyson Fury. Then it's Luis Ortiz. Dominic Brazil is number 4. Adam Kownacki is number 5. Joseph Parker is number 6. Alexander Povetkin is number 7. Pulev is number 8. Caballo is number 9. And Rivas is number 10. So, I mean, they're some pretty elite level fighters, man. And these fighters, I mean, unless Dillian White's trying to travel outside the UK and, outside of America and trying to go to one of these people's backyards, which I really doubt, his fight's most likely going to be in America. Now, Dillian White's already had an American debut, but I don't know, man. In my opinion, having a debut against a horrible fighter, like, I forgot who he fought, but he fought some guy who was ranked not in the top 10. He was like in the 50s or maybe even higher. The guy was nowhere near an elite level fighter, and Dillian White destroyed the guy. I don't really consider that a debut. If you're gonna make a debut in a country and you're already a well-known fighter, you gotta make it a debut against a threat. That being said, I think if Dillian White comes back to America, he needs to really make a truly debut against a known opponent. Like I said, I don't count a bum as a debut. You're just fighting a bum in another location. If you want to see you fight a guy who's known in the hometown that's ranked in the top 10, that's what we want to see. That being said, I think Dillian White needs to relaunch his debut in America and actually fight against a credible opponent, in New York, and that has a backing in the state of New York, and that's ranked in the top 10 in the sanctioning body. And likely that's already a thing. Luis Ortiz is one of them. Adam Kownacki is one of them. A lot of fighters like that. So, that's what I really want to see, man. Maybe even the Brian Jennings. I'll accept that. He's not in the top in the WBC rankings, but I'm pretty sure he's in the top in one of those rankings. Brian Jennings is a pretty good fighter. I'd like to see Dillian White versus Brian Jennings. That'd be a good fight as well. But yeah, man. See, we're gonna see Dillian White fight a guy in the top 10. I hope it's in America, man. He's basically fought all the fights he can fight in the UK, and at this point in his career, I think he needs to branch out, man. Make his name bigger because he's bigger. His talent is better. This is better than what he's fighting at in the UK. Like, he can get more money, and the people in the UK are gonna watch a fight if it's in the UK or if it's in America. And quite frankly, Dillian White needs to get his UK based fan up a little more, and the only way you can really do that is fighting like a UK fighter versus X, Y, and Z. As long as it's from a different country, UK fighters will back the UK fighter. So our UK fans will back the UK fighter. So yeah, man. I think Dillian White needs to start fighting people from foreign countries just to get his name up. But I think he needs to travel as well to really get the people behind him. The one advantage that Dillian White could start bringing is a lot of UK fighters stay at the UK. They never leave it. But you don't become a bigger name staying in the UK. You become a bigger name going worldwide. That's what Amir Khan did. In my opinion, outside of Anthony Joshua, he's one of the only UK fighters who really broke out the UK market. And from him doing that, Amir Khan has millions of followers on Twitter. If you check his Twitter, he has like 2 point something million followers or 1 point something million followers. Because he broke out the market of just staying in one country. He actually traveled. So that being said, if you're a brand and you're an international brand and you try to fight for a world title, well, you gotta fight in the world stage. And that's not in one country. You gotta travel. They're even talking about Deontay Wilder getting out to America eventually, going to the UK. At the end of the day, you can't just stay in one country. Even the biggest fights in history actually fight in foreign nations. Muhammad Ali, an American fighter. He fought the Thriller in Manila, fought that in Africa. And he even fought in Japan one time. Even Mike Tyson did it as well. I mean, all the great fighters travel. You have to travel at some point in your career. It's just, even if you're the best and you're fighting someone who doesn't deserve it, you're supposed to be the world champ. Dillian White, basically, in my opinion, he's basically world championship level. He already beat Joseph Parker, WBO, former WBO champion. He already beat Lucas Brown, former WBA champion. He already beat 2 champions on his resume. So that being said, Dillian White's basically a world champion in my eyes. He already showed the skills needed and showed the power that world champions have. And in my opinion, you can even argue that Dillian White has, a better resume because he stopped the former world champion and Lucas Brown, and then he beat Joseph Parker and dropped him, something Anthony Joshua couldn't do. So in some ways his performances are actually better than former world champions right now. I really like Dillian White. I think every fighter he really fought, he stepped up in, he really showed his skill, and if you give Dillian White a chance, he'll prove himself. And not only will he prove himself, he'll shock you. He's better than people think. He's better than people give him credit for. So yeah, man, Dillian White's going to fight a top 10 person. I think it's going to be in America. Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe it's somewhere else. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. Dillian White says coming back, fighting a top 10 guy. I like that. Hopefully it's not in the UK. I don't want to see that. That's boring. I want to see some challenge. I want to see him go somewhere foreign. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing Empire.